I mean, we still got some time, so I want to talk about the Clippers. You're a big Clipper fan. We know that. We've had a first-hand seat. Literally this year, we've had a
Yeah,
first-hand seat of the
yeah,
team. What are your thoughts so far? They had a pretty impressive win in Portland, I believe last night. Where it was the
yeah.
first night of a back-to-back for the Portland Trailblazers. So Norman Powell balled out, and he's starting to catch some strides. So how are you feeling about this Clippers team right now?
Me and who've had many talks about this, considering we're in the building when they're playing, and I'm blessed to be there, But
Mm-hmm.
seeing this team so far, it's a lot of the same of how every season started this year. I think the great thing about this Clipper team is their depth, and it's showing. It showed the last 2 years because Kawhi and PG are just not reliable with their health. And you have your Norman Powell's, you have your Terrence Manns, you have your Reggie Jacksons. The beautiful thing about this team is every night it's a different player, at least giving you something. You're gonna get a solid night out of at least one of these players. I think the problem with this team, and I've praised it time and time again, is the lack of chemistry that this team is gonna have. Because the way that Ty Lue runs this team, it's different lineup every single night. And it's great for one thing to have good players that can get good numbers out every night, but they need to get familiar with each other. And I think it's kind of rocky up and down with how Kawhi and PG are not in the mix. Even Luke Kennard's
Mm-hmm.
been out. But
Yeah.
they're in a
Mm-hmm.
good spot in the West right now. I'm happy with where they're at in the West, all considered with the injuries. But I would love to see Kawhi and PG just make some sort of effort to come back and put some chemistry and put some win streaks together, because I they keep messing around like this, with their injuries. And I get it, injuries happen, but if they're not careful, they're going to be a higher seed,
Mm-hmm.
and or a lower seed, and then they're going to play someone more difficult in the first round. It might be tough.
Yeah, they're
I
playing a
like what,
dangerous game. I think
yeah,
they're playing a dangerous game, man. I think you have the pieces there, but you like when the Lakers won the championship before the virus happened,
mhm,
they just played every game. It was a collect like it was just you could tell from day one it was there.
yeah,
And when you see teams that are like, hey, the first 2 months don't really matter, we'll
yeah,
pick it up around January, February. It kind of bites you back in the butt sometimes. But you know what? I think the group of guys that we have, even just seeing them around the arena or whatever, like I think Reggie Jackson's a cool ass dude. I think
oh yeah,
he's dabbing up everybody. He's cool as
funny
hell.
as
He's
hell.
cool, man. And I think you have guys like that on there and like selfless guys that at that, he's a guy
Right.
that doesn't mind coming off the bench. John Wall doesn't mind coming off the bench. You got some guys that have bought in, but now you
Mhm.
just gotta wait and see it on the court. So
Yeah,
I guess that's just the next step for the Clippers, but it's like when is that gonna happen? Because Paul George, Kawhi out of no Paul George out of nowhere just out indefinitely.
yeah,
No timetable, no nothing, and it's
yeah,
like Kawhi comes back and he's done for however long. It's just
yeah.
it's weird, like what kind of message you send to your teams and to your fans as well, man. You got people, although the Clipper tickets are quite affordable, but
And they're like, it's
you
like
got
a it's
people
like two
paying money.
dollars nosebleeds.
Yeah, you still got people paying money to go see a show,
Of
man.
course,
But
of
I
course.
think they've had some good additions so far. Like I mean, I think Musa Diabate last night in Portland
Yeah,
balled out. He was
great.
a gem there.
Yeah,
Moses Brown, we talked about it the other day when we were watching the game.
yeah,
Moses Brown gave us some good minutes the other night,
yeah.
and Ivica Zubac. How can you forget about the
30
30
for
30?
30, almost a 30-30.
29, yeah. But still, like you got some good gems there.
Mhm.
I would just really love to see this team like go come together and just be like, hey, we're here and like no one's gonna stop us.
Yeah,
Um, and the Clippers are due for some big success, so
yeah.
hopefully this season we can get some more. Do you have any last thoughts on the Clippers team?
Yeah, I was gonna make one more quick point about that. I think there's one thing I saw with the earlier 2013, 2014 era Clippers that I'm not seeing in this team. And it's just kind of what you're mentioning. You want to put these wins together. You want to beat the bad
Mm-hmm.
teams by a lot. You got to take care of business. You got to put together win streaks. This Clippers team, they play to their competition every single game. I think that's a big doubt with this team right now is when they play a team that they're obviously better than, they don't go out and beat them and take care of business. They always make
Mm-hmm.
it interesting. They don't take advantage. They can't really beat anyone by a lot. Every now and then they will, but I think that's what this team's missing right now is that killer instinct and
Yeah,
handling the
that's a
business. You know,
yeah.
I
I
mean,
think that you said it perfectly.
yeah, because it's good that you're winning, but when you're winning against these teams that you're obviously way better than by 5 or 6 points, it's a win, but you should be better than that because they are better than that.
Hmm.
You know,
I think you knocked it on the head right there. You need a
yeah,
killer instinct. Kawhi
yeah,
is that killer. Paul
yeah.
George can be that killer. It's
Hmm.
just when you don't like. I don't know. I just hate that. I hate when if you're able to play, play. Like
Hmm. It's frustrating.
unless you're hurt, bro, you shouldn't be playing at all. You shouldn't be
Yeah.
playing one week and not the other week, and then again the other week. It's just it can really throw off a team, and that culture needs to be set from day one.
Hmm.
I think they slacked off a little bit, but you know what? Like you said earlier, it's only the first two months, first month and a half
Yeah.
of the NBA season, but we got a lot more to go. Hopefully
Yeah.
they come back soon. We get some more good basketball. I mean, I think basketball's been really good recently. So
Yeah.
hopefully we get that going. So